Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and some more Victory at Sea. So if you caught our video on the Gneisenau, we did say that we picked up the Tirpitz as well to kind of finally round out what we need for the Kriegsmarine here, and of course get Bismarck's sister ship finally. So you guys know the deal. We're going to get this opened up here for you guys, take a look at all the components, the ship, the stat cards, and see what's what, and see this thing in the flesh finally. So we'll be right back after we get everything open for you. Alrighty guys, we are back. We got everything open. So again, we get our typical working with Warlord resin kits sheet and the damage sliders. We're going to kind of skip through those because we all know what those are by now. Again, assembly guide, not too bad for one of the big ships. Obviously, we got our turrets, superstructure, things like that, some of the cranes, and the mast there. So really not bad at all. And as we'll see on the model here in just a second, practically nothing in the way of flash. Just the base needs a little bit of work, and of course, a little bit of history on the back, ships of the class, and then Vallejo guide if you want to use theirs. So for the painting, then also our metal bits here. So again, nice big chunky turrets as befits the main guns of this thing, and then again the other metal components there. So, and of course we got our stat card hanging out in the back here. So here she is, the wonderful Tirpitz, just absolutely beautiful. Again, just super crisp detail here. Again, looking from top down, we can see the torpedoes are thankfully on there. So if you go with the later refit, as we'll see in just a moment when we look at the card, and again, fantastically detailed from all profiles here. And kind of a front view here, and head on, if we can get that to focus right. A little bit of flash actually on the front there, but nothing major really. So, which is nice. I mean, hardly any work to do on these, just a little bit of work on the bases, typically just to flatten them out. Sometimes they do have a little bit of extra on there, as a little bug is crawling on me here. So again, Bismarck class, sister ship, only 2 in the line. And again, just absolutely gorgeous looking here. And then kind of sailing away. Again, a little bit of work to do on the bottom here. Don't know if that'll show up properly on camera for you guys, but just a little bit of sanding and trimming there, just make that perfectly flat. So good stuff there. And again, Warlord's just killing it there with the detail. And it's that good light gray resin that they're working with. Ship stats, again, basically what you get in the box here. So again, things may have changed. Excuse me. Things may have changed there with the FAQ. So again, we're just reading this as if we were just focusing on this purely from the unboxing here. So again, things may have been slightly updated. I'm not going to get into that right now. But from the card, 450 points. And then increase hull to 105/35 and AA battery to local 3 for an extra 20 points. Again, speed 6, armor 6 up, pretty standard stuff there. Hull 102 to start with, and 34, so just a minor increase, but really more getting that local AA. Or sorry, not, local 3 for 20 points. We also do have aircraft 4, armor deck, radar, and torpedo belt 3, so pretty good stuff there. Now the business end, we get 4 dual 15-inch guns, again, and pretty solid range bands there at 10-inch bands, 2 AD plus 2 AP and 3 damage dice, so hit pretty hard, but again, will be outclassed by certainly things later on in the war, but certainly can mix it up with things that it would have fought at that point in time in the war. So then a light gun battery, pretty good stuff here too. So we got 12 5.9-inch guns, 6, 12, 18, and 25 there, 6 dice there. Fairly weak, of course, for being smaller guns, but AP -1, 1 damage dice, restricted and twin linked. Then another set of even more lighter guns here, the 4.1 inchers, 16 of those, again slightly lower range, but 8 dice there, AP -2 though, and 1 damage dice, but dual purpose, restricted and weak. And then at least initially here, local 1 for AA, but right, we can bump that to local 3. But let's take a look at the actual refit history here for these guys. And again, Tirpitz did last a little bit longer than the Bismarck, of course, famously, but never really got to do as much as it probably could have, but for various reasons, right? But anyway, in game here, so we're going to skip over the Bismarck because we covered that when we covered the Bismarck way back. But 1941, so we can add Sub Hunter, increase AA battery to local 3, and Torps as below for 65 points. So definitely a big chunk of points, but bringing in Torps on a battleship like this is really wonderful, and just adds another dimension there. So if you want to get a little bit more aggressive, or if people are getting close to you, you have this extra layer of nastiness there. So again, we got port starboard Torps. The range is as below. Max range out there 10 inches, AD4, damage dice 3, and devastating in one shot. And then the last couple ones are basically just to increase air, so local 4 and then local 5, so plus 5 points a pop there. So, if you want to get it at basically its last stages there, before it was blown up essentially, you get a pretty decent local 5 there. But just a fun ship overall, very iconic, of course, for the Germans, and nice to have with her sister ship as well. So that is essentially the last of the big historical releases, the ships that the Germans actually made. I know we got the Graf Zeppelin, of course, which has its own story, and never really made it to being a full aircraft carrier or anything like that for the Germans. We're going to bring in here just as a comparison for you guys, just making sure it's kind of facing the right way. There we go. So just to show you guys, so got the Gneisenau here on the side. So basically, as you can see there, so how they stack up. So certainly a little bit wider here on the Tirpitz, but almost as long essentially on the Gneisenau. So just a little bit shorter if we kind of line them up exactly here. So, but nonetheless, two very impressive boats here. And again, just an absolute joy to get assembled and then painted up and really just start having fun with in the game. So for you guys who do run Kriegsmarine and you've fielded the Tirpitz, let us know what your best stories are so far, best results. What refits have you been using on it? And if you've played against the Tirpitz or the Bismarck, what have again those results been? What are you playing against it? What do you do you have any really worries about facing that class for the Germans, or how do you deal with it? So let us know in the comments there, guys, and then stay tuned for more. We got plenty more coming here. We're still working away on painting all of our fleets for this, and then finally getting you guys some gameplay. I know we need to get to that, but too many things to do. Never enough time to get as much hobby in as we would all like, but coming soon, promises there. So anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like I said, hit us up in the comments, smash that like, subscribe as well if you haven't already. Again, that helps us continue to grow, keeps us motivated. And then also, if you do want to support the store a little bit more and you need something new from Warlord or something old or something, just anything, check out the link in the description there. If you guys head over to Warlord and pick anything up, that comes back and helps support the channel a little bit. So appreciate everybody who's been doing that. And then hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you in the next one.